Okay.
Hold on. Welcome. Welcome back, everybody, to Comic Shop Talk and the Late Night Collectors community. I'm your host, Nico, and joined with me today, as always, in person today, we got Chris.
Woohoo, in-house.
Yeah, he's in studio. And, you know, we're just fresh back off the Titanic tour, everybody.
I got my money back.
I'm sorry. Apologies. Our sentiments go out to the obviously the victims of this terrible kind of story that's circulating the news lately. Apparently, they just ran out of breath minutes ago prior to recording.
No comment.
Too much. Should we restart this one? Or
Let's
should we
talk comics.
Yeah, all right. No, welcome back, everybody. This is Comic Shop Talk, our weekly comic book review show here that we do, where we kind of get together and we talk about the comics that we've read every week as they come out. We give you our thoughts on them, show off some of the art. We give you some of the, our comments and ratings on them. And yeah, it's always a good time, especially when you get together, you have a couple of brewskis, minus the Titanic comments, I'm sure. But, it happens sometimes.
Try and stay on current events and current
That's right.
topics.
That's right. We kind of try to throw out some current events at the start of these shows because other than that, we just talk pure comics. So that's if you like that, you've come to the right place. But today we're going to be talking about the comics that came out for the week of June 21st, 2023. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of commentary. You like seeing me and Chris get together live in person every once in a while. Like I said, have some beers and talk some comics. Then definitely tune in. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit the notification bell to be notified when these do come out. Hit the like button. Hit us up in the comments. All that good stuff. And spoiler warning, everybody. We are going to get into what happens in the books today. We are going to be showing off some of the art. Some things are going to be spoiled, so just be forewarned. And yeah, without further ado, Chris.
All right, let's talk comics.
Let's talk some comics. Cheers. There we go. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, we can do it in person.
Yeah, I don't actually have to cheers the screen for once. Yeah, there we go. All right, here we go. First up on the docket here today, we got the Incredible Hulk #1, big release this week. Yeah, there you have it, guys. I just read this one online. I didn't pick it up, but what'd you think of this, Chris?
I think the art in this one is freaking good.
Yeah, your man Nick Klein from Thor, right?
Through,
yeah.
They got a little more of a horror theme to this. It seems, like that one time when Bruce Banner turns into the Hulk. It's not just like it's like he's like, kind of that body horror almost going on there.
Mm-hmm.
As for the story, though, I'm not quite 100% sold on it.
Yes, I agree. Yeah,
but I'll give it time. I'll give it a few issues. They've been teasing a battle between him and Man-Thing. Sorry, I don't want to say Swamp Thing, but Man-Thing.
Yeah,
and, I'm looking forward to that, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I always love some Man-Thing, and especially giant size Man-Thing. If you follow
all green and veiny.
No, I do love Man-Thing. So if he is gonna fight him, that's kind of cool. I'm with you I wasn't necessarily sold on the story on this one. It's kind of a bit of a slow start, but I did like his little letter that he wrote in the back. He says that he's going to take it back to the basics in terms of this is a man or a monster, the kind of the Kirby Lee kind of take approach on this character. I've liked some of the things Philip Kennedy Johnson has written. He's the guy that did all the War World Superman stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't read any of that, but I've read other things I've liked by him. But so he's kind of like an up and coming guy, and with Nick Klein on art duties, I have hope for this book. I'm definitely going to continue with it, but as a debut issue, it didn't exactly hook me, but it did get me interested enough to kind of continue with it to the point where if they really kind of get into the more depths of the Marvel universe where there's weird monsters and creatures and you said actual ancient mythology type shit going on, you know what I mean, some myths about some of these creatures, and even in this one there was some dark ritual type shit going on. So I think if he's gonna go delve into the horror aspect of the Hulk some more, I'm down with that. So I'm okay with that instead of the Hulk smash type stuff, which you're also gonna get, it seems like, in this. If he's gonna throw down with Man-Thing in a future issue, I'm cool with that too. So look at this art though. Look at this fucking this spread.
That's a monster Hulk there.
Yeah, Yeah, this is some good stuff. I mean, it does feel like he's kind of following more in the steps of the Al Ewing run, the Immortal Hulk stuff, as opposed to the stuff that Donny Cates
Yeah.
was trying to do, but it was a kind of a,
Yeah, I
half-baked
think there's
idea.
references that what's
The
that? The one
Green
below
Door.
wall and the green door.
Yeah, that's an Al Ewing
Yeah,
idea.
so I
Yeah.
kind of missed out on that because I didn't read not much of the Al Ewing
Yeah.
run, let's say. Like I know who this green blob here is. That supposed to be somebody?
That was weird. No, I don't really know what that
Okay.
was. I did read the Al Ewing stuff, but like some of it was kind of like it was a bit out there, some of the concepts in it, right? So like, even this whole thing of the green door of where he kind of gets his power from, essentially.
Yeah.
It's like some sort of demonic kind of hell kind of spawn type shit like going on, like it. But I'm here for it. I mean, it's interesting. Like you said, the visuals don't hurt. I mean, Nick Klein is a beast on the art on this. It looked great.
Yeah.
So yeah, what'd you give this one overall for 5 out of 5?
I'll give it a 3.5.
Yep, same. Yeah, it was kind of lacking, I think, for a debut issue for the story, but I'm interested enough to continue for sure. Yeah. Next up, we got Ultimate Invasion #1. I got this cover here. I think you got the same one. Yeah.
A cover.
Yeah. So Ultimate Invasion #1. A return to the Ultimate Universe, potentially. I think they've already kind of spoiled that. They said they basically brought Hickman back to architect, just like he did with the X-Men. He's going to basically do a soft return to it, like I guess the Ultimate Universe stuff. And this is their way of kind of releasing books moving forward, I think, in the new year with the Ultimate Universe again, right? So I guess there's been some recent interest as a result of their only remaining popular character from the Ultimate stuff, which is Miles Morales, right? And now people are all like seemingly want to get in on the ground floor again with the Ultimate Universe stuff. What do you think of this?
Like didn't read any of the original Ultimate Universe stuff, so this is all new to me. And I think I'm digging this so far. I'm liking it. I like this the maker, the Reed Richards there. I'm glad they put that little star in his eye.
Yes.
It's funny that they had him freaking locked away in some secret base there, and he still managed to do what he does to get out of there. And he goes to Miles. I like the scene there. Just, hey, buddy, I'm bringing back the universe. I'd feel bad if I didn't come and talk to you first.
I would like it the same if you were to do it for me. Like, I would think that you'd also I would like to think you'd tell me, he kind of said, right? He's like, I don't know about that, but he's just like,
yeah.
And he seems very content there where he is now in the 616. He's like, no, I'm good. But then like after he left, he's like, all right. But he kind of had him thinking a little bit afterwards. Yeah.
Everybody wants to go home,
But I mean, Hickman, he dabbled in some of the Ultimate Universe stuff. He writes a great Reed Richards, as evidenced in his Fantastic Four run. And this evil Reed Richards, someone argue actual Reed Richards is also evil, but this actual really like mad scientist Reed Richards kind of take is awesome. I loved how he escaped this prison at the start. The last time we saw him actually in the 616 was in the Venom run by Donny Cates. He actually was a part of that run. He showed up in it. And that was the only reference of him past Secret Wars other than Miles surviving that scenario where another character actually from the Ultimate Universe was left in play. And I knew it was like something like this was probably going to happen at some point. I love the fact that he brought the Illuminati back, which is basically this whole group of people here. Again, Hickman wrote a new Avengers book back when he was doing Avengers. It was a separate title that basically was focused on the Illuminati, which I loved. So I love seeing him fucking return to these characters again in this. And I loved like this whole explanation about how this evil Reed Richards went around and grabbed different things from their universe in order to build the thing that will get him back to his own universe. But he's not only doing that, he's stopping off in other universes, guys. And it seems like taking the best parts of those universes and bringing them back into his universe. Cause that's not the Ultimate Universe that he's in at the end of that. That's actually because the Ultimate Universe, I forgot what it is. It's 616 and it's like 1610 or something like that is the one that he goes to, but it's not his universe that he's stealing that Spider-Man from at the end of this.
Okay,
like he stole the Spider. I think he's trying to recreate his universe from scratch, essentially, by going around to different universes, which seems like a very Reed Richards kind of thing to do. I love how they mentioned that he took the portal to Krakoa somehow and is using that.
Things up.
They're like, if this is even possible, they're like, I don't even know how he could have pulled this off. And I love that Reed Richards is pissed off that he can't actually stop his own self in this scenario. Like, right, he's one step ahead of him the whole way. well written, super well written. The art was good. I thought a nice little 4-issue series with oversized issues. I'm in for this.
Oh yeah, for
This
sure.
is a summer event right here. Like, this is where it's at. This is probably the most hyped I've been for something like this in some time. So I hope that he sticks the landing on this. Even if Hickman isn't involved moving forward, this is kind of what he does. He sets the stage for these kind of
Yeah, I
things.
think he's just kind of laying the groundwork and the blueprint for this.
I may not even revisit like Ultimate Series again if they continue past this, but I'm in for this story right here. Like, this has got me super invested in it. And I did read a lot of the Ultimate stuff and I really enjoyed a lot of it, but you know, it wasn't all great. Not all comics are all great. I mean, anything, right? So yeah, I'm in, man. I'm in 100%. I love how I love this issue. Fantastic issue. I'm glad to hear you liked it too, though, man. It's good.
Yep, I'm down for it. Like, I didn't have high hopes for this, but it looks like something good's happening here.
Yeah, I'm hyped. What would you give this out of 5?
Let's give it a 4.
Well, I gotta, as you can tell, how excited I am. 5. Fucking love this issue. I fucking loved it, man. I'm so fucking down for this, man. I love this issue. I'm really excited for this. All right, next up, we got Edge of Spider-Verse number 3, Chris.
Let me dig. Oh, here we go. It's got Edge of Spider-Verse 3. I just got the A cover. The only reason I bought this is because they got the Spider-Boy story in there. And I don't know, the Spider-Boy kid, he's growing on me. I'm liking this little guy here. You know, and he's still just kind of floating around wherever he is or whatever in New York there, trying to figure out kind of what's happening to him because nobody remembers him. And he seems to remember
other people.
Yeah, like this universe or this area or this city here. And
yeah, you see his face for the first time here.
Yeah, too. I guess they reveal his name. I think it's like Bailey Briggs or something.
So I don't know how. Did you look online about any of this?
I saw there's some sort of connection to like She-Hulk or something.
There's also, they said it could be the connection to somebody who's related to the criminal that killed his Uncle Ben or something like that, I believe. Yeah. So there's
that's not encouraging.
I believe that's what I read.
Yeah.
Because again, I think they're just focusing on the last name and they're trying to like, people have been looking back at the history of Spider-Man who's like, who had this last name?
Yeah,
right?
like it's not a random name. This
right.
Billy Briggs. It's not just a made up name. I'm sure there's some history behind it. But there's good stuff here. You know, like he goes to see Aunt May. I think there's some like shelter that he goes to. Nobody remembers him. And you know, the story's kind of growing on me, so we'll see where this goes. You know, if they do a little slow burn with this story, I don't mind that. You know, it's not as long as they're not kind of ramming this down your throat. So
right, yeah,
I don't mind.
Some good looking stuff. And you had Humberto Ramos on art here, who I'm a huge fan of, actually.
Yeah, can't go wrong with
and he had Slott writing this one, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I guess he's the one sort of behind this character because he's the one that had to come out
in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Cardiac. I'm a big fan of Cardiac. You remember Cardiac from back in the 90s? He was
Cardiac.
So that's always cool to see. But yeah, he's in this other story, I guess.
The Spider Smasher story. It was nice seeing Cardiac. You know, I didn't. You know, it was a decent read, but nothing fancy, nothing special going on. I don't even know who this Spider character was. There's the skinny Kingpin though, so that was good.
That's the Kingpin? Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, the Kingpin got
skin pin.
I don't know if he got caught or something, and then whoever caught him just, you know, freaking had him like locked up there, so he lost all his weight, and now he's trying to get his weight back.
Okay, so that
was kind of fun. Sorry, I'll give it a 3.75.
Nice, but I guess the Spider Boy was the cream of the.
That's what I wanted to read, but just I forgot about that skinny Kingpin. That was a nice throwback, I guess.
Next up, you got Venom 21. This looks like some crazy shit going down in this fucking book. Yeah.
Finally.
It looked, I mean, putting the art together, guys, I don't read this title, but like putting the art together, I'm like, wow, some crazy stuff is happening in this one.
Yeah. Basically it's Venom versus Venom, or Venom Eddie Brock versus Bedlam when they're both the same people, but I think the art is great and they just fucking throw down against each other, rip each other apart. And like you say, you know, you get almost that Street Fighter scene there, you know, and I think it was just a good throwdown fight. You know, there's nothing about this Dylan Baloney. And, you know, if this whole series was like this, and he kind of got rid of the Dylan stuff.
This was the best. This guy unloaded like the sawed-off shotgun under the table on
Yeah.
him. Like that was awesome. I was like, "What is going on?" Like
Well, but
it's like, I was like,
yeah, he
"That's
unloads the shotgun into it. And
awesome."
then you go to the next page.
That's like a Punisher move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he's got the hole there, and it fucking turns into a mouth and it eats them. And then, like, you know, then they're fighting in like the some metaphysical plane.
Right, which it always tends to go to in this.
Yeah,
book,
but
yeah.
it's still good.
Yeah.
And you know, I think he just freaking tears them apart. And there's just
great
just
art,
great fighting,
great art. Yeah, and fight sequences, really cool.
I think this might have been one of the better Venoms of the whole.
Just by the looks of it, I
of
can,
the whole
I
story,
yeah,
yeah,
I
like,
can see that. Yeah,
if
absolutely.
this is starting to pick up here a bit, I don't mind. I'm down for this now. You know, I did pre-order the next few issues, so I feel good about that.
Who's this showing up at the end here?
I think that's Eddie, because now he's like taken over Bedlam.
he like ripped open his Venom.
So now it's like
there.
Eddie and Bedlam. So now I guess that gives him 4 arms. I don't know how the math works, but
well, it's 2 arms each, right?
yeah, I guess. Of course. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Come on, Chris. I mean,
I was unsure when you take over someone's soul. I didn't know you get an extra pair of arms.
2 + 2 is 4, Chris.
Yeah, where's his legs?
I have
But
no
anyways.
legs.
Anyways, I thought it was a great issue.
What'd you give this
Yeah,
one?
I give this a 4 for a Venom issue for sure.
Absolutely. Very nice. All right. Next up, we got Bone Orchard Tenement #1. I didn't grab this one, but I did read it online digitally. And, you know, I think I'm just going to start trade waiting this, like as I've decided from picking up the last 2 kind of incarnations, last 2 miniseries of this that they put out. I think this is like a 10-issue miniseries. This one, I think the last one was 5, and then they came out with like an OGN, which was the first story. But even in the back of this issue, they're like, "Yeah, we're really taking our time telling these stories, and it's like gonna all have some sort of like eerie feeling and in this universe. And as time goes on, it's gonna kind of build and build." And I'm like, I'm out. I'm not gonna pick this up in issues. Like I said, I read this digitally just because I was curious. I'm a big fan of Lemire and Sorrentino, the artists on this. I'm liking this stuff. I like horror stuff, but to read this in issues, even digitally, for me, it's not worth it. I'd rather read it all in one chunk. So, like, if you guys were thinking of trade waiting this one or picking it up in issues, I definitely would go for trade waiting on this, because that's the route that I'm gonna go. They put out a nice big hardcover of this stuff. Being a fan of his art, you know, and Lemire stuff generally, and like kind of like their horror stories, because they did Gideon Falls prior to this, which was a really great series. I really enjoyed that one. You know, the visuals are cool in this one. This one basically explained the reason it's called Tenement is that they're all in a building together, these people, and like somehow like all 6 of their lives, I think, are like connected in some like kind of messed up way. I guess the building could be evil, I don't know, but then they show a scene where it's like everybody's living on top of one another essentially in this building, and I think like something bad's gonna happen to all these people, or maybe there's like an evil presence that's basically, you know, maybe they're all cursed, I don't know. So I guess we'll find out, but it kind of detailed like all these people's lives are all shit, it seems like, that are all up on one above one another, like living in this building, right? So, you know, hence the name here. But yeah, it wasn't bad. You know, I guess I'd probably give it a 3.75. All in, it's an interesting story so far, and the art's good. I just think this is going to read better in one big chunk, as opposed to like giving us little by little by little, which is like to their like they've admitted that that's basically the slow build that they're going for. So I'm out on the issues on this one. Next up, you got Arcade Kings #2. I don't have the preview art for this one, but that's this issue right here. This is really great stuff. I've really enjoyed the first issue. I got a very cartoony style. This is by Dylan Burnett, Canadian artist, he was kind of the co-creator artist of Cosmic Ghost Rider with Don Cates at Marvel. So I kind of fell in love with his artwork through that originally. It's a bit more cartoony, I would say, compared to that, but it's definitely still in his style. And it's kind of going for, I think, the look of like, you know, like hence the name Arcade Kings, like of video games. Like it's kind of like a Street Fighter look. It's kind of like if you like Street Fighter, if you like those fighting kind of games, I don't know if you want to take a look at it. It's some fun stuff. I think if you're into fighting games, or if you're into anime, this is an easy sell. Basically, this is a kid who like he went to he's a son of a fighter, like a really well-known fighter, I guess, who's like not no longer well respected and kind of fell out of favor with a lot of people because he's a dickhead. He trained him as a kid, and now he's going around. Currently he's looking for his brother, who he basically separated like from when he was younger. Like they had a falling out because of the relationship with the father and how he pushed this guy who walks around with this mask to basically become the best fighter that ever was, kind of like he is, and following in his footsteps. His other brother is kind of like more like nerdier and kind of wasn't as good as the fighting as he was. And I guess as a result of this, they kind of like, lost touch. And now he's kind of going around trying to track down his brother and see where he's at. So he's been kind of going from town to town, making friends with folks. There's a lot of arcade reference type stuff going on and fighting battles along the way, looking for his long lost brother. And like he encounters a town here where like they totally hate his father and who he is, and everyone fucking despises him. And there's a girl that he ends up that's trying to defend her kind of like turf from some other guy that lives in the city, and he comes and gives her a hand as he's passing through trying to get information on his brother, and she finds out that he's a son of the guy that they hate. But she still ends up reluctantly helping him alongside him. Like he helps her with his scenario, and then she kind of points him in the right direction to look for his brother. So yeah, it's fun stuff. Like again, if you like anime, if you like video games, easy sell. The art's fun. It's well written. I give it a 4.5, and it's oversized issues. It's really good. It comes out from Image Skybound, which is Robert Kirkman's imprint. All right, next up we got Batman Superman World's Finest number 16. Chris, what did you think of this one?
I might have to see some of the
preview art here.
Preview art there to remind me what happened in there, because okay, yeah.
This is basically almost the culmination of the arc with the new Mazo and him basically taking over all like the best robotic minds in the DC universe, right? Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, so they kind of put together their escape plan, I guess, and it's okay. I mean, I'm still liking Mark Waid and is it Dan Moore still doing the art for this stuff? It's still a bright, fun, good comic, good story. And I kind of wish I was buying it, but I'm not so sad that I'm not.
I love this issue. Everybody in the kitchen sink showed up in this fucking issue. Plastic Man showed up in this issue. You had GI Robot from GI Combat in this issue showed up. Like by the end, like I love when they pack these fucking issues with like several different old school like DC like references and these characters that show up that are all up in the mix, and the whole thing about the new Mazo, and like there's one robotic kind of like genius that I guess wasn't included in the actual capture of all these people that stuck out like a sore thumb, and that kind of led them to the discovery of who's at the heart of this whole mystery, essentially, like who's been basically orchestrating all this stuff in the background, right? Like who's a true villain in this scenario, which was really cool. So I like the mystery aspect of it. Dan Mora is destroying it on art. Just another wonderful issue. I thought this was great. And yeah, I agree with you. I think you did miss the boat when you stopped buying this. I think it got good. You dropped it in the worst arc, the only bad arc, I think, of this series, arguably. I think you dropped it in like that stupid one where it was like that kid that was kind of like Thunder, a super and like I have a feeling that he's probably going to show up again somewhere down the road.
Yeah, when I start buying it again.
But for right now, this has been spectacular. Metamorphose in there. Come on, man. Firestorm. Like if the Flash showed up, this is like Green Lantern showed up, like every fucking like B-C list like the hero like showed up in the pages of this comic. I don't know how he fits so much in and makes it so fun, but they're pulling it off, man. I like this. To be concluded next issue, this current arc. What'd you give this out of 5?
I could be sour because I don't buy this.
I think so.
3.75 at least.
Oh, 4.5. Amazing issue. All right. Next up, we got Avengers number 2, Chris. Yeah, I got my issue right here.
My issue floating around here somewhere. Yeah, so I guess we're moving on from the timeless teases. Was it? It wasn't timeless, right?
Yeah, timeless.
Yeah. So we got Kang there. He's on his last legs, and he's trying to get the Avengers to help him. And they got those tribulation events coming up, and I guess he wants to try and prove that he's the that he's on the level. So he gives them he gives the Avengers, these catastrophic events that are going to be happening to prove that he's on the level or prove that he's helping them. And so they're just kind of running out doing all these good deeds here. So it was okay. I don't know. I don't know. Really, don't got much to say more about that. Wasn't a great second issue.
Yeah, I think it is a bit of a slow build so far, but I feel like it's building to something really interesting and
Yeah.
like, big in scope, like as Avengers books should be in that sense. I do like King as a villain. I do like that he's helping them somewhat in this scenario by letting them know of like shit that was going to happen before it happened, because he does control time in that sense. And I'm interested to see where it goes. I think the art actually was really good in this issue,
Yeah.
though. It actually looked better than the first issue. I think that CF Villa, the artist that did Black Cat with Jed McKay here, of course, teamed up with him once again for this Avengers title. As much as, Black Cat was a nice looking book, I wasn't sure if he was going to be a great artist for Avengers, but I think with this issue, I'm like, okay, it seems like he's getting better like every issue, even 2 issues in. Like, I'm like, wow, this one looked great. So like, if he continues like in this same kind of vein that he's right now with the quality he put into this issue, then I'm on board with him as the ongoing artist. Yeah, I liked Black Cat, but sometimes like, especially things like that where it's kind of like a cheesecakey heroine and stuff like that, you can kind of get away sometimes. But this is like a team book, so you got to draw like a lot more characters, right? It's not like you're just drawing one good looking woman. You got to draw like several different people on the team here. You got to have different aspects to that. You got to have muscular looking dudes, good looking guys. Like, you need to have people in suit, you know what I mean? Like, it's different. I think a team books are hard to draw because you got to draw so many fucking different characters. Yeah. He's killing it, I think, on this issue. Yeah, I got to say that was the biggest treat, I think, of this issue for me. But everything else is like slowly building, to your point. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, and I'm still not sold on these those tribulation, or it's a tribulation events, right?
Yeah.
Like those enemies or the whatever they are.
That's the villain right here. Whatever this was is the one that's, I guess, killed him in the Timeless book. You read it, I believe, right? I didn't read it. I didn't read it.
Like, they didn't seem too inspiring, let's say.
Still loving the Vision in this.
Still good.
Yeah, I like the Vision, man.
Like, it's still building up. Like, nothing's happened yet. They're still kind of building the story.
Yeah. That was a nice moment where Cap saved this truck driver from fucking taking pills and driving all night and crashing. What'd you give this then out of 5?
I give it a 3.5.
No, I'll give it a 3.75. All right, next up we got Superman number 5. I think this is my last issue I've pre-ordered of this series. I think
I just read this one online. Once again, this is with Lex in his ear or something. Oh, this is where he loses his hearing.
No, this is the one where they kind of gets into the Silver Banshee dating. At the end he loses his hearing. And I'm going to show, once again, spoilers, guys. I'm going to show the last page of this, which is kind of a shocking end, I think, of this issue. But this mainly focused on Silver Banshee, I guess, she's
dating Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen was kind of interesting. I was happy to see Jimmy, it seems like, in love for once here and actually interested in somebody.
It's gotta be a villain.
Yeah, which is kind of makes for some, hijinks ensue type moment here where he's like, I know you're Superman's villain, but I'm in love with you. But by the end of this issue, they're going on a double date together, him and Lois and Clark Kent, and you know what I mean? Like, he's introducing all his friends to his girlfriend. And of course, she's not in Silver Banshee mode, but I thought that was kind of fun, though. It's kind of interesting stuff, I think, with Jimmy Olsen.
I'm still not buying this Lex Luthor and Superman sort of, with Lex Luthor being in the ear of Superman.
Mm-hmm.
I just
the art's still really good in this book.
Art is good. It's a good story. It's a good read. It's a fun story, but
I don't think I'm going to miss buying it in physical release anymore. I think I'm going to continue reading this one digitally.
I'm happy to read it, but I'm going to be buying it.
Yeah, but
come out with some sick covers or something.
I mean, but let's see what happens at the end here, guys. Skip ahead as them on the double date. She's also in a band. And there's Lex getting stabbed in prison.
Oh, yeah.
Got prison shanked in this one. So whoever's been kind of going out and trying to, mess with Superman and trying to mess with Lex, one of his enemies, which he's been warning Superman against and trying to help him along the way. And to your point, he did lose his hearing at the end of this it wasn't that Superman lost his hearing because he couldn't hear Lex anymore. And and the villain purposely did that to kill Lex without him hearing that he was going to kill Lex, right? So you have Lex kind of
they're
bleeding
playing
out
like,
here at the
the
end, which
villain's
is
playing smart.
yeah, which was kind of, you know, pretty interesting. I mean, I don't think he's gonna die, but like he got fucked up here at the end of the issue.
Should die.
Yeah. So would you give this one out of 5? Oh, but honestly, as much as this is an exciting end, guys, we'll see you in September. What does it say? There we go. To be continued in Superman 2023 annual in August and Superman 6 this September. But first, Night Terrors turns the Man of Steel into the Man of Screams.
Oh,
Like, how could you end on this and be like, see you in 2 months, folks?
yeah.
See
Brutal,
you in
brutal,
3
brutal,
months.
brutal.
What'd you give this?
I think it was a pretty decent issue. I'd give it a 4 with that stuff with Lex. That's all good stuff.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with you. I was looking at 3.75, but yeah, this ending was really good, actually. It was a nice amp up, I think. I was not expecting this to happen at the end of the issue because most of the issue did focus on the Jimmy Olsen stuff and it was a different tone. All of a sudden they switched gears and they're like, fucking he's getting shanked in prison. I was like, Jesus Christ, right? So I agree with you. 4. No, for sure. This was a decent issue. All right, Catwoman 56, Chris, you got up next here.
Let's find the issue. Oh, there we go. One of the
Let's take a look.
The summer swimsuit issues.
Oh, the Terry Dodson cover. Very nice.
So that's not too bad.
That's a good one. Yeah, for sure.
And I think Catwoman here, she's just cleaning up the alley town. I guess it's almost the end of the storyline here.
That's a nice cover too, actually.
What's that? David Nakayama.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. He's been killing the covers here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so here I think she's finishing up with all her gang wars there, and I guess it's setting up the Batman and Catwoman Gotham war or something that's coming up in the near future, or maybe in September when everybody wakes up from their dreams. And it's a decent issue. I think she gets what's that? Black Mask or Roman's, I forget what his last name is.
Yeah. Black Mask, yeah.
Yeah, she kind of gets him to bend to her idea, I guess, that they can be, I don't know, they can do their crime, I guess, against just the rich people or something. So it's kind of an odd story.
Okay.
But still fun times. And I bought it basically for the cover.
They do get you with those covers, the Catwoman
swimsuit
series.
Covers,
yeah.
Got a few swimsuit covers coming next month too.
What'd you give this out of 5 then?
I give it a 3.5.
Okay. Next up, Wonder Woman 800, everybody.
We got 2 covers for this one here.
Let's take a look.
That's the 8 cover there, and then this is supposed to be the hot cover there of Wonder Woman's daughter.
Yeah, which is basically taken out of a full page spread in this issue of the first introduction of this character. Right? Yeah. So that's why that was literally, I think, the page in the actual short story as well, right, about her. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, go ahead and talk about this one. I did read the backup story of this. I didn't read the main story of the Becky Cloonan one. So go ahead and talk about that one.
Yeah, and the main story, Wonder Woman's still sort of unconscious, and she's just kind of popping in and out of everybody's dreams. So
here's Yara Floor.
So you kind of get some nice adventures, but everything's kind of in a dreamland. There's some great art in here, between whichever character she goes into with her dreams, they'd have a different artist. So it's a good way to showcase different artists, different styles. And it kind of sees how everybody how Wonder Woman touches everybody in their spirit world, I guess. I don't know. But the big story really was the backup story. And I think this is sort of a prelude to the new Wonder Woman run coming with Tom King. Oh yeah, and there's good stuff there with Superman and Wonder Woman there, where everybody wants to see them get together. But
there's a little bit of the Batman tease in here too with him, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's actually I much prefer if she got with Batman over Superman, because I just think it's too two gods kind of like
Yeah,
they just
too
like the
much.
too many perfect people getting together. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, Batman's a little bit more acceptable, I feel like. I mean, he'd be lucky to get her, but I think like Superman, yeah, too much. I agree. There was a time where they actually did date in the comics
Yeah.
back in the New 52, which let's not speak about that. Basically, it was not great, but
That's what happens when you give people what they want.
that's exactly no. That
It
is
sucks.
that's something they really did. There was an outcry for it, and like you said, they got it, and fans were like, "No, thank you, give us her back as a single lady." I don't like this shit. Anyways, but here's the backup story by Tom King. Yeah,
Yeah, the backup story here we have I guess an older is John Kent and an older Damian Wayne. And there's the cover there, the Trinity. That's it's revealed to be Wonder Woman's daughter.
Yeah.
There's not much backstory of how she's like where she comes from or whatever. It basically just comes in there as a known entity, let's say. And they're the new Trinity, and they're off to, for some sort of crazy adventure. And there's 3 tests, so that's why she needs both Batman and Superman. I think Superman there was to kind of test his limits of pain. Batman was there to test his limits of skill.
Yeah.
And then I think she was the one to go into the story there. So this is a nice lead into the new Wonder Woman series with Tom King writing, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, as am I. I didn't know this is the direction that they were going in, but it kind of makes perfect sense, like seeing like John and Damian as the Batman Superman archetypes there in the future. And it also is interesting finally now to get that Trinity going once again, hence the name they're calling her Trinity, is the fact that that is the Trinity. So like it is a little bit on the nose, but I do like the idea of it because I didn't see this coming. I mean,
Yeah.
I know, I guess maybe we should have, but I think for a lot of people that they saw the new Wonder Girl and they're like, oh, this is the newest Wonder Woman kind of representation. But now they're going in the complete opposite direction. Tom King is telling this like future tale almost in this backup story, not almost is, and saying that this is her daughter. So like, it's, I'm down. I mean, I like Tom King. I haven't loved everything he's done, but I think like, and I wasn't sure about it if he was the right voice for Wonder Woman, but I'm like, this is an interesting story so far.
Like you say, there's been a lot of bad voices, so
yeah, I'm
why
down.
Not giving somebody else a kick at the can.
I'm gonna give it a try, yeah, for sure. So, what'd you give this out of? Yeah,
5? I'll give it a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed both stories.
I didn't read the first story, so I'm not gonna rate this one. But I thought the backup by Tom King, it was good and it got me interested in the new number 1. So, but I just won't give it a rating based off that. Next up, I got Kea number 9. I got this cover here, the Matteo Scalera cover, which is pretty awesome. They get some really good artists to do these ones. This was a cool cover too, the main cover, I guess, of this one with the bats. This was a big action-packed issue, but yet I feel like it lost out on a lot of the great storytelling and character development that's been happening in the previous issues prior to this one. So I felt this was a very quick read of a book, but this is some of the best art I think so far that Wes Craig has given us in this book. And overall, I just really enjoy my time reading this every issue. I think this is a great world that he's been building. It is really cool fantasy type stuff. You got action, intrigue, adventure, all this kind of good stuff, like all the good kind of like things that you want in a story like this, mixed with good art. And I do care about these characters and kind of where they're at currently. So I gave this a 4 out of 5, even though this is probably not as good maybe as the last previous couple of issues, with the extra bump based on the art and just the fact that I look forward to reading this every time and I never really leave too disappointed. I'm going to give it a 4. It's just usually it's going to be hard for it to go below that at this point in time for me, because I think it's always just a solid series to revisit. And I'm really enjoying it. And I picked up the first trade paperback as well. Like I'm double dipping on this one. That's how much I like this one. So it's good stuff. All right, next up, your favorite book, Chris, Nightwing 105. You are Nightwing.
Nightwing 105.
Chris.
Character I love to hate.
What'd you think about this one, man?
Fuck, I like it again.
What an issue. What an issue. I can't
awesome.
I can't say I've seen too many people go first person kind of storytelling mode. But you do enter the shoes of Nightwing in this issue as you see everything from his perspective. It's crazy.
It's fucking great.
Yeah. Thank you.
Like the story is baloney. I don't freaking care. It's a throwaway story, but
yes, I agree.
Elevated so much.
I agree.
Gimmicky. I don't want to call it a gimmicky.
Sure. I mean, it's
but he does it so well. Whoever the art, who's the artist here?
Bruno Redondo. Yeah.
I thought it's freaking awesome. Like, every time, even when you see him kind of just the reflection of him, when they're, this one here, where they're jumping out the window, you see the reflection out there. They made a good idea for him to be following Batgirl the whole time. So at least you get a lot of nice scenery in the pictures. I can't say anymore. I thought it was a great comic.
Yeah, the only thing I wanted to mention about this is like, yes, I did like what you said. I don't think the story was all that, but when you got a fucking concept for an issue like this and it's executed so well done, you got to kind of tip your hat just for that. Anything could have been fucking going on in this issue, as far as I'm concerned. I
almost feel bad that they wasted a great concept like this
right
on a throwaway story. Like,
yeah,
imagine if they had a great story going on.
It's kind of like a quick little caper in this one.
But the next time they do it,
yeah.
If they do this again for him, it's almost over.
I mean, they have done the issue where the whole issue he did the art where you could see him doing all the backflips,
just kind of one panel,
and it was like it was like a side scroller video.
I think if you're supposed to put up all the pages together,
that's right.
You could follow all the way through.
So this was almost a follow up. Like, I'm gonna top that now and do a first person kind of like approach to it instead of like the side scroller kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, and I mean, I don't know if he plays video games, but I think this should be highly inspired by that kind of stuff, because if you look and you play a first person type of mode game, there's some scenes in this that you could see happening in a video game. And I mean that in the highest compliment that I could give, because like the visuals in a lot of the video games nowadays are outstanding, especially if you get into some great cinematics. Yeah.
Did you see the Office references when they bust through the office?
I missed that. I do now.
Do you see those
Dwight's
characters?
right there. Yeah. And that's
all the characters in the office.
And that, oh my God, I missed it. I missed that. Oh my God, this makes it even better now. Oh man, I might have to change I don't know. I'm changing my thoughts on this issue just slightly now. That's pretty fucking cool, guys. I didn't notice that. Good eye. That's awesome. Yeah, I know you love to hate this book, but you can't. You hate to love it. You hate to love it. I get it, but like, that's what I meant. But it's like, it's a great book.
Yeah, like, you get her to change into this dual character there, and
and this is Heartless, the guy at the end here. The guy who's ripping the hearts out. He shows up, but in his actual, his real identity, not like him as the villain, essentially at the end of this. So, what'd you give this out of 5, Chris? Say it.
4.5.
I thought you were gonna give it what I was gonna give it. A 5. A 5. Even for that story. Even for that story. I gotta give it a 5. All right. Hallows Eve number 4, everybody. Chris, what'd you think of this?
I think this is another freaking good story.
It's not bad. I thought, for a throwaway miniseries on a character that was introduced, like, awesome. I know.
Okay, maybe not awesome, but it's good.
It's decent. Yeah, it's way better than it has any right to be. I will say. Yeah.
Like, I didn't like any of this Beyond Corporation when it was out in Spider-Man, but I'm liking the Beyond here. I'm liking whoever this Danger freaking person is.
Yeah.
And she's getting her nose busted. She's complaining about that. I think the art is freaking
art's good.
Awesome on this, just the faces. And I don't know. This might be another one I missed. Like, if I bought this series, I wouldn't be upset. I'm not that upset that I didn't buy it, but I think it's pretty good.
It is pretty good. Yeah, like you said, I think I've said this about other issues of this. It felt very basic in its approach, but it's it's a well-told story and it's got good art and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing like over the top outstanding about it, but at the same time, there's nothing bad about it. Like it's decent. Like, that's what I mean. It's good. Yeah. I don't even want to say decent. It is good. And I'm surprised to say that, because this is, like you said, a character. I kind of took a flyer on the first issue, and I was like, you know what? We were like, this is actually better than we expected, and we just continued with it.
Yeah, it's a good story with freaking crazy, like, B-list characters or something.
Now, I think they only have an issue or 2 left, but this isn't a story I think that needs to go beyond what they've told here. But that being said, it's been an enjoyable one. So yeah, I'm interested to see how it ends at this point. I don't know. What'd you give this out of 5? This one?
I'm gonna give this a 4. I liked it.
I'm gonna give it 3.75, but I agree with you. Yeah, it's
like, I like the art there. It's all just facial art there. With,
I like how they got all the masks, all her goons there at the end. They all took a mask. and they all transformed into like a different creature. I thought that was really cool. I like how anybody can literally just pick up the mask and do this.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. But
Right? You would think the bear, like the person that has the mask,
yeah, like it only works to give your mask.
Right? Right. I guess
I don't
not.
know, like because this is all spinning out of the dark web stuff.
Dark web, yeah, that's right. This is all Marilyn Pryor's.
Yeah, Madeline Pryor.
Madeline Pryor's doing.
I don't know how she gets these powers out of there, but that's another story.
Right? Yeah, it's some limbo shit.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. Up next, you got Titans number 2. Titans number 2. We got the issue here. All right, what'd you think of this one, Chris?
No, we got a little bit of a mystery going on. You know, I was sad to see Flash die, but lo and behold, he pops his head back.
Yeah.
But at least they kind of made it a reasonable reason.
And they resolved it quick and kept it moving.
Yeah.
I like how this wasn't a fucking arc of you discovering this.
Yeah.
6 issues later, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
right?
they pretty much figured out, look, you're dead.
Yeah, that you're not.
Yeah. Who are you? Well, I think that's you in the future, and you just came back here.
Yeah.
Now we got a mystery to solve.
Yeah.
Because we don't want you to die.
Yeah.
So
and
I'm happy about that.
Same. I liked how he literally went to the other room and he's like, he calls him and he picks up the phone. He's like, he comes out of the room.
Yeah.
Like this only took a few pages too. He's like, well, he's right here. And he's like, what's going on, guys? And like, he's like, who the hell is this? And I actually really liked, and I don't know if they've done this before. I really like this opening sequence where it goes to a past event where the Titans are trying to make a name for themselves. And of course they come onto the scene and the Justice League's already got everything under control and they're wrapping things up. And they're like, fuck, he's like, we're never going to be better than the Justice League. I was just like, yeah, because like, look at these. You got the Trinity right there.
Yeah, these are our arch enemies. Been trying to battle for a while. These guys fucking show up and clean
Brother
up.
Blood. Yeah, like, let's get take care of this Brother Blood shit here. They roll in and like it's the cult's already dismantled.
Yeah, they're like, well, these guys were a problem. What are you talking about? And I do like there's one scene where they said Titans go.
Yes,
I like that.
Well, I know you're a fan of the cartoon.
I'm a fan. Right? I think that was a throw to them
for sure. I mean, that's actually arguably, other than obviously the George Perez, Marv Wolfman older one, but for today's generation, the most popular iteration of the Titans is that Titans Go. Absolutely, yeah. I heard people love that. I gotta watch it. I heard there's all kinds of great Easter eggs in it for adults, jokes for adults. Yeah. Like I heard it's really kind of the writing is that good, and then I heard.
Well, it's not every episode, but every once in a while they do throw some stuff in that's canon to the DC.
Yeah. And I think the art's good. I mean, Nicola Scott, like she does draw. Her people are way too pretty. To be fair, like they're a little too.
I don't know.
I mean, they're good look. I don't know.
I don't know. Raven's looking off for me here for whatever reason.
Something's going on with her though. We don't really know what's happening with her, right? Like, yeah, I think that's what's going on there. But
yeah, that's another thing too. I can't really get over these. Like I'm just used to the freaking Titans Go.
Right. These versions.
And, seeing these guys as whatever Garfield or whatever Beast Boy as sort of a
old ass man.
Young teen or whatever he's supposed to be with his sideburns there, and that just doesn't sort of ring true for me. Let's say, but otherwise, that's still a good story. I can get over all.
Yeah, you got Aqualad here working for the ops here at the end. He's working for the opposition here.
Oh, swerve.
Not bad though, not bad. What'd you give it out of 5?
I'll give it a 3.75.
I don't know. I was gonna give it a 3.75, but after, like I said, the intro, I did like that Justice League moment. I did like how fast they resolved the Flash moment. I gotta give it a 4. It hasn't completely sold me yet. I will say that, where I'm like, yes, I'm gonna continue buying this. Luckily, I don't have to buy it for 2 more months now because it's gonna be sidelined. But
are they going to freaking?
Well, it doesn't say that at the end here, but
there's no Titans.
I don't think so.
I didn't see Titans in solicitations.
So maybe it is continuing. I don't know. I hope it is. It does say next Fractured Titans. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But anyways, it's not bad. Not bad. And last but not least, we got Batman White Knight Generation Joker number 2 here. Chris, I know you've been reading this digitally. You unexpectedly really enjoyed the first issue. You were kind of like, oh, I wish I had bought this one. What'd you think of the second one?
I don't know about the second one. I think it was okay still, but I didn't enjoy it as much as the first one.
Overridden. Very wordy, this one. This was one wordy bitch, this fucking comic. No, it really was. Did you not feel that? Because I did. I'm like, okay, you guys are you guys are trying to make up for a lot here, like in this issue. Like you
Like,
saw,
I don't mind a wordy comic if everything's all freaking relevant to the story, but
this wasn't.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, they're, I don't know, they're just too much stuff with those kids, and trying to explain who the kids are. Like, okay, we get everything here. Like, let's just move on with the story here. Take us where you want to go.
Yeah, this is not as good as the first issue, I would say, and I did feel that way as well about it. That's why I was kind of interested where you were going to come at it with. I thought it was just too wordy personally, and there was a lot of exposition. They were dropping a lot of shit in this issue, and I feel like this is a 6-issue series. The pacing, probably you have lots of time, I think, to cover a lot of these things. I don't know what they have planned for the next few issues, but I'm like, I think you could have really spread this stuff out. I do like at the end of the issue, you did get this Joker gang kind of like hailing the fact that that's his children. I think that's an interesting idea. Like they come across the Joker's children at the end of this, and they're all kind of like putting their bats down and stuff like that. They're like, oh, and I'll hail the Joker's children and stuff like that, because they kind of were like, they were like kind of worshiping the fact that who they worship, essentially, who's not around anymore. This is the next thing. Like this is his flesh and blood, right?
Well, I guess that's another theme of the story here. They may be able to bring the Joker back,
right?
And
I do like the Harley stuff too. The Neo Harley and the Harley kind of getting together, the two versions of Harley. I thought that was interesting.
Oh, so that Neo is another Harley?
Yeah, this is what I explained to you before in the earlier Batman White Knight series. Neo Harley essentially was like the new modernized Harley, like the Suicide Squad type of Harley. And the other woman, the Harleen, like Quinzel one here, is the original Harley, which is like the Batman animated series Harley, essentially. So she was thought dead for a period of time, and Joker got with somebody who was the new Harley, which turned out to be this Neo Harley. So essentially she's a ripoff of the original. And it's more so him commenting on the fact there's been different versions of Harley over the years, and this is a way to have them both exist in the same universe. This is kind of how Sean Murphy made sense of it in that sense, right? So but yeah, I do like they didn't like each other, but I like how they're forced to kind of work together here in this issue. So there's still some interesting stuff going on. I'm going to continue reading this. I'm not like jumping shit, but I do think this was not as good as the debut issue, the first issue here. So
yeah, I'll agree with you on that.
Yeah. Sure. So what'd you give this then out of 5?
I think I'll still give it a 3.75. I think it was better than an average comic.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'll give it the bump for the art. I was going to go 3.5, but I actually really enjoy the art in this. This isn't Sean Murphy. This is Mirka Andolfo, but she had some good stuff in here, actually. I think this is a good spinoff of the White Knight stuff. I think if you were interested in the White Knight universe, this is still worthy of picking up. This is definitely, I don't think you would regret buying this one, quite frankly. I think it's been decent so far. So, all right. And that's going to do it for what we've read this week, guys, out of releases that came out this week. But we do got comic solicitations to go over today, which is always a fun time. So let's go over those first before we get into what we're reading next week and what our favorite book was here. Let me just share my screen here. Chris, unfortunately, you can't light up a smoke like you normally do at this time. Yeah.
Okay. I'll be back in 10 minutes now.
You could do that. Just watch on your phone. Yeah, exactly. You could do that. You want to do that? All right. All right, let me just bring this up right now. Hold on a second here. That'd be funny though. You're like on the balcony. Oh man. So let's see here. Share screen. There we go. All right. So shout out to comicreleases.com. You recently just put up these solicitations for us to take a look at it. Today we're going to look at the DC and Marvel ones. Some good stuff, actually. I took a brief look at some of these things. So some good stuff from what I've seen so far. So let's go over some of these things.
That's some big covers.
Yeah, there's some interesting covers for sure. Hold on, just let it load. There we go. All right. So now this is the return to DC post Night Terrors in September. So now we're not going to see any more Night Terror stuff this month, I believe. We're seeing finally the other main ongoing series come back. And to start us off here, we got Batman, Catwoman, the Gotham War Battle Lines #1 by Chip Zdarsky and Teenie Howard, the Catwoman and Batwoman writers getting together for this one shot. I think that's going to basically set up the crossover. You on board?
I think I'm on board. It's
Yeah.
basically like an alpha issue or something.
Yeah, I'm on board for that.
That's a nice cover too.
I don't think I'm gonna buy into the Catwoman issues just because I normally don't buy that series, but I'll definitely read it online and we'll talk about it here. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm on board for this one for sure. You know, Zdarsky's involved. It's Batman. Yeah, I gotta check it out. How much is this one? This is $6 for what, like a 48 pages. Okay, that's not bad. Then you got Batman, Catwoman, the Gotham War, Red Hood #1. I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't need to read that. I don't know why that's a thing, but here we are. One of two, apparently. That's a 2-issue little thing. Yeah. Batman 137. This is going to be what, part 2, I guess, of the crossover.
Of the series,
yeah, of course. We're reading Batman, and so
nice A cover for sure. That's good.
That's a good one too, actually. I kind of like that one. Okay. Then you got Catwoman 57. Will you pick this up as well?
Yeah, I'll probably pick this up.
Oh, nice. There you go. That's your boy. Yeah.
That's not a bad one either. Well, that one's good too.
That one's good too, but that's a 1 in 25. I think
not that good.
Actually, no. Hold on. No, I don't think it is. May not be. I don't know because it says. Yeah, I know. I think it is. Yeah. Then you got Batman and Robin #1. Joshua Williamson, Simone DeMeo. Look at this cover right here. I really like this one. I mean, I don't know what she has to do.
That. Yeah, I don't know who that is. What has to do with Batman and Robin?
That's the Art Germ cover. Yeah, I'm on, and that's a regular cover price. That one. I'm buying this too. I'm gonna check this out. I'm down for a good Batman and Robin book.
Yeah, I probably read it online, but I don't think I'll be buying the rest of them. But I'm buying this one for sure.
For that cover, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm gonna check this out. No, I think if it hooks me with this issue, I'll continue with it. This guy, the Simone DeMeo, the guy on art, he's really good. He's actually, they just announced him for Fan Expo this summer.
Oh, yeah.
Might have to get some art from this guy. He's really fucking good. Here's another one I'm actually kind of excited for. Birds of Prey #1 by Kelly Thompson, Leonardo Romero. He's a really good artist. And this is an interesting team. I really kind of like this team. You got Harley, you got Black Canary. You got Cassandra Cain, who was awesome. I love her. She was Batgirl for a period of time. You got Big Barda all the way from the New Gods here. And then you got this Wildstorm person, which I forgot her name. She's also part of the team. Yeah, I'm least interested in her personally, but
I guess they're just trying to weasel these people in here.
Yeah. It's an interesting team, though. I kind of like the Birds of Prey as a concept. Oh, this Chris Bocciolo cover. That's cool.
That's not a bad cover.
I might have to pick that one up. That's actually really cool. Fuck, is that another Art Germ?
That's another Art Germ.
Yeah,
that's big on Big Barda.
Some good stuff. There's a throwback cover to look like the old Birds of Prey right there. Yeah, I'm on board. I'm gonna give this a shot. I like the Birds of Prey as a concept. They're breaking out of the normal Birds of Prey team, which is usually Batgirl or Oracle, Black Canary, and what was the other one? Oh yeah, Huntress was part of the original Birds of Prey, if I'm not mistaken. I think Cassandra Cain may have been at one point. I think it's an interesting mix, though. Of course, you got to put Harley in there. I guess she's like the most popular person now in terms of DC, characters. But I'm gonna check this out. How about you?
I'll check it out for sure. I don't think I'll be buying it though.
Okay, the Penguin #2.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm going to read this online for sure. Batman Brave and the Bold. Again, I might be reading some of this online. I'm not buying that one, though, in issues. Detective Comics 1074. I'm out on.
I'm out.
Nightwing 106. Yes.
I'm in.
Look at this cover. Hold on. Look at this fucking cover.
That's a good cover.
That's a Dan Morrow one right there. I'm definitely picking that up. I think that's a good one. Nightwing in the Rain. Yeah, I mean, like, good covers, man. That's Jamal Campbell is drawing Superman right now. These are all regular covers. Very nice. Good stuff. Harley Quinn #32. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm still on board. What we got going on here? Oh, that's cool. That's a nice one. That's cool too. Yeah, decent. Poison Ivy 14. No.
I'll probably be reading it, but probably not buying it. Well. They're good, but not great.
Yeah. That's a regular variant cover price. Next up, you got Wonder Woman #1. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. We're picking this up. This cover, though.
Yeah,
hey,
of course.
Now. Art Germ is all over the regular covers this time.
One.
Yeah. I seen this. I'm like, gotta go with this cover.
For sure.
Yeah.
We compare the
I know.
That one on a horse. Like, why even they bother selling that one?
I like this one. This is Mateo Scalera.
Yeah, those are like good ones. But
yeah.
that one where she's riding the horse. Like, what the heck?
What this?
This one. Like, who's buying that cover? Come on, or a kangaroo?
Over that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one are you
No.
gonna buy?
Yeah.
Really?
Art Germ for sure. Getting a few this month from Art Germ then.
Yeah.
The Flash #1. I might read this digitally. I do want to read a Flash book. I am interested. I did like the film recently, guys. It's very surprised. I was very surprised by that. I might check. I don't like Mike Diodato, the artist, on this. So I'm definitely not going to be buying this one in physical releases, but I might check it out digitally. We'll see. If it's like a big week, I probably won't, but I might give it a shot. I don't know. It looks like he's going like a horror route with the Flash, which is again different, I think, than what you normally would read in a Flash book. So we'll see. Are you checking this out, Power Girl #1, or no? I'm out on this one.
I'll probably give it a go.
Because I know you didn't like a lot of the stuff previous to this, written by the same.
I think there's a Suzumaki cover or something.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool.
Cover too.
Yeah. All the different Power Girls.
I'll give it a chance.
Okay. Fire and Ice. Welcome to Smallville #1. I might check this out online. That's a nice Terry Dodson cover. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of grew a liking to these characters in the Human Target series. This is a throwback, like Justice League International type cover. Yeah, Kevin Nolan. That's what's his name? Kevin McGuire. That's who it is. Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. I like that. Blue Beetle #1. No, but he does have a movie coming out, so I get why they're going to be coming out with a new series here.
Yeah,
I'm out on that though. This sounds interesting. I didn't know this was a thing until he solicits. I did see this. Green Lantern War Journal by Philip Kennedy Johnson. I think I'm in for this. I don't read much Green Lantern, but the premise of this one sounds interesting. I mean, first of all, you have the word War Journal in the title, like, which obviously reminds me of Punisher. But it seems like the approach, listen, John Stewart's time as a Green Lantern has come to an end, or so he thinks. A family tragedy calls him back home, and as John begins to reclaim the career he once left behind, he tries to embrace a peaceful post-superhero life. But when a terrifying, contagious force with a mysterious connection to Oa appears on Earth, the last Green Lantern of another universe comes seeking the only warrior to face his threat and win, the immortal guardian and builder, John Stewart himself. Can this brilliant but brash young lantern help John discover the qualities that made him one of the greatest lanterns of the multiverse, featuring the first appearance of an iconic and terrifying new villain? I don't know. I mean, like, I do like John Stewart. I don't think he gets a lot of I mean, they constantly are trying to make him work in things, but I think with Philip Kennedy Johnson, and if they are going in some sort of like war approach with this, like, I don't know if it's just like his solo missions or something like that. It sounds interesting to me. I don't know. This is kind of like him off doing his own thing, I think, outside of the Green Lantern stuff, like, it seems like. So if I don't pick this up, I'm gonna probably read this online because it does have me interested. And like I said, Philip Kennedy Johnson's been doing some good stuff lately. I might check this out. Green Lantern #3. No.
I may read it, but I don't think I'm buying it.
Which one? The War Journal?
No, the Green Lantern.
Green Lantern? Okay. Did you read any of the previous issues so far? Or?
I think so.
Okay. Shazam #3. Yes. I'm going to read it. It's online. I'm not buying this anymore, but it's been good. Well, some good covers here, too. It's been good. I have enjoyed it. What else we got here? Titans #3. Yes. I'm buying this still. Yeah, so to 3. So it is off for the next 2 months. They actually failed to mention that at the end of this issue. I don't know what the hell's going on here. That doesn't look good. Yeah, no, it's good, man. I've been liking this. Cyborg 3, no. Superman #6. Gonna continue reading this online. Yeah. That's a pretty cool cover, actually, though. That's pretty neat. Fucking, is this Archer? No.
But maybe. Unless it's those ones aren't too bad either.
Oh, Cyborg Superman. Action Comics 1057. Are you gonna continue reading this?
I'll have to think about this one.
Yeah, speaking of Philip Kennedy Johnson, he's still going strong in the Superman stuff. Green Arrow #4. I'm gonna continue reading this online. Is that an art germ fucking? No, I think everything's art germ now. They're all going for that style, though. It seems like now,
it's not
right?
a bad cover, though.
Yeah, that isn't. Ooh, James Stocco. Ooh, I like his stuff a lot. That's pretty fucking cool too. Actually, I like that cover a lot. I'm not buying this, but I've been reading it online. That's a 1-25 variant. Of course, it is.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah, Hawk Girl #3. Just give us some awesome covers for regular price. What's wrong with you? No, I'm not reading Hawk Girl. I like Hawk Girl though. Superboy, the Man of Tomorrow #6. No. Steelworks number 4.
No,
No.
for sure. No.
Unstoppable Doom Patrol.
I'll
Yeah.
read that.
Yeah. This has been super fun. This is one, as Chris has been saying today, that I regret not buying in issues. I actually wish I did pick this up. But this is number 6 of 7. It'll be done, and I'm definitely gonna pick up the collection when this comes out. This has been a great and fun series. DC's Ghouls just want to have fun, Chris, number 1.
It's tempting me. But
What?
why are they doing this in September?
I know. It's very strange. I was just about
Unless
to say
it comes
that.
out at the end of September.
Oh, maybe.
But even still, like, there's freaking Halloween's in October.
Yeah.
But I'll see how my freaking list looks.
Oh, yeah. Look, October 3rd.
Yeah, well, freaking Halloween's October 30th.
Yeah. Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham, number 1. I'm in.
You're
Fuck,
in?
yeah, man. This is Raphael Grandpa. This is an artist who's really, really detailed that doesn't do many comics ever.
Okay.
So this is
Well,
like
it's a black label too.
and it's a premier artist. So I'm on board. But I would say check out his stuff. Look up his name. If you may not like his art style, Christine hates this guy's art style.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I think it's like a 3 or 4 issue prestige format. I'm in for sure. I like Raphael
Black
Grandpa.
Label Batman. You can't go wrong with that.
That's what I mean. So I'm in. I'm in for sure. Superman, Last Days Lex Luthor, number 2. Yes, buying this.
Yeah,
Mark Waid.
Brian.
Brian Hitch, who's also fucking drawing the Ultimate Invasion right now. So I don't know. I mean, I know these are spaced out. He's doing a lot of work right now. It's some good books for Brian Hitch. No, you're not on board. You're not on board for this.
I don't know if I'm on board for the first one. I'm getting tired of freaking Superman and Lex Luthor.
Interesting.
If I can get over it, guys.
This is less days of. This is another Black Label.
Yeah. Okay. Now you're my friend again. Like, enough of this stuff. The guy tried to kill you so many times.
Batman White Knight presents Generation Joker number 5. Yes.
Yeah, it looks good. Definitely reading it.
Yeah.
That's a nice cover.
Yeah.
That's a nice cover too.
Batman number 1, Fast Meal Edition. No. Detective Comics 58, Fast Meal Edition. No. Flash 105, Wonder Woman number 1. Some good ones here. That's a George Perez one. Cool. Batman Beyond Neo Gothic. No. Batman Incorporated 12. No. Batman Superman World's Finest 19. Yes. Ooh, Riddler. Ooh, I love me some Riddler. I love this series. Oh, look who it is.
I might buy that one with Nick Cage.
He may have made an appearance recently somewhere.
Yeah, from what I hear, yeah.
Oh, you've heard. Okay. We'll spoil it for people if they haven't heard. City Boy number 5. No. Danger Street number 9. No. Fables. No. Harley Quinn, Black, White, and Red are number 3. Yes. I'm picking this up. Ooh, some good covers.
Yeah. If that was like a regular cover, I'd buy that one. But
Yeah,
I think
that's 1 in 25. Yeah. Looney Tunes. No. Mad Magazine. Peacemaker tries hard. Yes.
That's good.
Baby Deathstrokes. Ooh. Is that Daniel? Yeah, it is Daniel Warren Johnson of Transformers fame. Oh, but this is like an Arnold fucking like cover right here. This looks like
those movie covers are the best.
This looks like Kindergarten Cop or something like that. I don't know. Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm getting this one though. I gotta get that one. That's fucking great. That's a regular one too. Spirit World, no. Static. Shadows of Dakota, no. Superman Lost number 6. Are you still reading this, or what are you doing with this?
I'm probably reading it, but it's
Yeah.
losing steam.
Tales of the Titans 3, no. Batman, Scooby Doo, no. Joker, Stop Laughing, number 10. This is still going on. What the fuck? No.
I don't know.
Sandman Universe, Nightmare Country, Glass House. I'm gonna read this in trade. The first one was really fucking good, but no to this. Vigil, Wildcats, no. World's Finest Teen Titans. Yeah, I'm reading this online. But Mark Waid universe, him the Dan Mora stuff, World's Finest universe. I'm in.
Yeah.
All right, so that's gonna do it for DC solicits, guys. Some interesting stuff, some good stuff there. I'm interested to read Wonder Woman again, some other good prestige format Black Label stuff.
This month.
And let's quickly go over the Marvel solicits here. We got that. There we go. Okay. All right. Once again, shout out to comicreleases.com for providing these solicits. Felt like it was like a week late this time around, but it was one of those 5-week months, so I can get through everything through off in the comic industry. Captain America number 1.
Yes.
I'm in on this. Yeah, this is J. Michael Straczynski, who's written some good comics in the past. Jesus Saez, who we just saw as one of the artists. He was the main artist in the Punisher book.
Oh yeah,
He's the main one that did the
good
current
stuff.
day stuff. Yeah, the current day stuff, the good stuff. Exactly. I'm on board. Yeah, I'm gonna check this out. I want to read another good Cap comic after that fucking shit. Look at this, the Frank Miller one. Jesus Christ.
Like,
It's so.
I might have to buy these Frank Miller. Like, are these regular covers? These Frank Miller ones?
Yeah.
Just I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they're
There's something freaking mesmerizing about them. I don't know.
I know, like the
They're all crappy.
That's his style now, though.
Yeah,
You got George Perez one now.
like those ones are awesome, but you gotta get Frank Miller.
Predator versus Wolverine.
Yes, I'm buying
yes. Look at this cover, Chris.
fuck
Gotta
yes.
go with that
Gotta
one.
go with that one.
And that's a regular cover, everybody, a regular variant. Yes, I am on board. I am on board, guys. And
there's some other good covers too.
Yeah, I mean, you got Benjamin Percy writing it, who's been doing the current Wolverine stuff we've actually been enjoying here. You got Greg Land and Andrea DeVito on art. Yeah, this is gonna be some good stuff. I'm into this. I'm into this.
I bought the Trials of X. I might as well buy this.
And it's a 4-issue miniseries. Yeah, can't go wrong. The only thing is the price tag is at $8 book here. It is 48 pages, but it's 4 issues. I think there's going to be some bloody fucking fun-filled fights in this one. So I'm in. Also, Avengers Inc. #1. This looks interesting too, man.
I don't know.
I'm in. Al Ewing.
I'll read this online.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pick this up. This looks interesting. I like the idea of this one. This is like they said like a noir mystery murder tale like in the Avengers type of thing. And you know, her name is Janet Van Dyne. She's a hero. She's a celebrity. She's hunting a killer. His name is Victor Shade. He's a villain. He's an enigma. He just got killed. And together out to solve every mystery in the Marvel universe, starting with their own. I'm in. Al Ewing, Avengers, done. All right. Avengers Inc. #1. Daredevil #1. Resolicited, I guess, because I think it just solicited in the last one, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. How about this Frank Miller cover? I mean, he's the premier fucking
all over the place.
Daredevil. All right, Daredevil #1. You in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in too.
Well, I'm in for #1 at least.
Yeah. Venom 25.
Yes, I'm in.
What? Doom?
Why, yeah, there's Doom in the last one there. They the Venom.
Oh, I saw that. That's right. Yeah,
I guess they're thrown down. We got Mr. Forearms.
What the hell is spine-tingling Spider-Man #0, Chris?
I think it's some of this unlimited reprint.
Okay.
Looking at that. I don't
First time in print. Oh, this is the online stuff. Yeah, okay. Immortal Thor #2. Yes.
Now let's see what's going on here.
Whoa. Thought you were gung ho about #1. #2, you're like, I'm done already.
I don't know. Let's see what's happening.
You haven't even read #1.
Exactly. These Alex Ross covers though aren't doing it for me. Like freaking guy, come on.
No, sometimes
you're so much better.
Not that exciting. No, this is just weird. I don't know what's going on. I'm
out.
Out.
I'm not buying it. This is fucking just crazy.
Yeah, Nightcrawler, Spider-Man for some reason.
Why?
Yeah, it's weird. Uncanny Avengers. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, hold up. Whoa. Ooh. The fucking Savage Land Rogue. Is that a regular? It is.
Oof.
Yeah. I think I have to pick that up.
Buying that one.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I don't think I even have to tell the guys at my local comic shop. They're just gonna order that one for me.
I mean, you got a Greg Land Psylocke here, which is cool. Yeah, but this is the one. I think right here.
I'm only buying one of these.
That's Stegman too. This is Stegman.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, I'm in.
I'm not buying two.
Variant cover by Ryan Stegman. Yeah, I'm picking that up. Nice cover.
Buy one.
Nice cover.
That's what I'm buying.
Alpha Flight #205.
I'm in. Yeah.
I'm out. I'm gonna read this online though. I'm not buying it.
Go Canada.
Yeah. Children of the Vault #2. I might read this online digitally.
I'll read it, but I don't know. These Children in the Vault might be growing on me too.
I'm interested.
I don't think they're the people in the vault.
No, but I am interested in Dark X-Men reading it online. I'm into this.
Yeah. I'm buying this Dark X-Men.
Well, this seems like it's going to be like the replacement for Hellions, essentially. Yeah.
I missed out on the Hellions.
I don't blame you for buying. I might have missed the boat on buying this one. I didn't pre-order the first issue. I don't know. It looks good though. Jean Grey #204. No, I think I'm out on that. I think this is like
that second cover. Well, I thought the first cover's not too bad.
Yeah, no, they're both good. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, I didn't buy #1, but
Astonishing Iceman #205. No.
If I didn't care about money, I'd be buying this. It's probably good.
Realm of X #204. Oh, you're written by Torrin Grunbeck.
Oh yeah, I'm buying freaking every copy.
Oh, that's right. She's on Krakoa now. That's why he's married to her, right? Kingpin. Yeah. That's right. I was like, what the hell is she doing there? Okay. Ooh, nice cover. X-Men 26.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's you saw the news.
Is she getting married?
Yeah. You'll see who she's marrying soon enough.
We're not losing an X-Men. We're gaining an Avenger. Oh my God. Iron Man. She's fucking marrying Iron Man. It ties into Invincible. Well, I mean, he's writing both books. I get it. Interesting. Whoa. Well, that's gonna fuck things up for the X-Men if he's like hobnobbing around Kirk. You can't let Tony Stark in there. Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Unless she's playing him, I don't know. But
oh, look,
there it is.
Oh.
Connecting covers.
Look at this fucking guy.
What a fucking douche.
I might have to buy this issue now.
I'll buy both those issues for sure.
Yeah, I've been reading this and loving the series, but I don't buy this in issues. But I got to get that.
Put them on the wall.
I
You
need
put
to get the connected cover.
Right
That douche look that he's giving her. Oh my God. Actually, I don't know. I might just keep this one. I'd rather just this. I don't want to see. No, you need it.
Yeah, she looks happy and he looks douchey.
His hand is these fucking guys got me to buy an issue of it. Yeah. All right. X-Men Red 15, no. X-Force 44, no. Immortal X-Men 15, yes.
Oof.
What is going? Whoa! What is
that's
going?
That's a freaking awesome cover.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Is that Phil Noto?
It is. Yeah.
I might be buying 2 covers.
Oh my God! Look at these covers. Yeah, this is hard. I don't know which one to pick here.
Buying both.
I fucking didn't pre-order the last 2 issues. Now I gotta go buy. I gotta get these issues now, man. I don't know why I dropped it. And this is Gala stuff in there. Yeah, I need to pick this up. Classified. I'm out on Wolverine.
I'm in on Classified.
You're in on Classified.
I don't even know what it is.
It's gonna be something stupid.
It fucking will be too.
Wolverine 37. I'm reading this online. Ooh, the Hulk. Nice.
Supposed to be fighting the Hulk here.
Ghost Rider Wolverine. Yes, I'm reading this online. I'm not buying it because they wanted me to buy Ghost Rider to read this, and I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna read this event online. I think at the very least. I might
be getting suckered into a few covers.
Silver Surfer. Well, these two, yeah.
It's not these ones, but probably down the line.
Yeah. Silver Surfer Rebirth Legacy 1 of 5. No.
How long has been reborn for?
It's been a couple of series. Ultimate Invasion 4 of 4. Yes.
I want to see the cover.
Yeah. Werewolf by Night number 1. I didn't know they're bringing her back. Oh, it's a one shot. She's awesome. Elsa Bloodstone.
I know, that's the only thing.
Elsa Bloodstone's awesome. I might read this online because I do like Elsa.
Yeah. I know nothing of her.
Yeah, because it could be a stinker. But Elsa Bloodstone's
they got a good artist on her.
Elsa Bloodstone's like a monster hunter. Like she's like what do you call it? What's that monster hunter movie?
Fucking Van Helsing.
Yeah, Van Helsing. That's
they have a variant cover there by Adam Hughes, but they don't have one up.
They don't have it lit. Yeah, they didn't show it here. But
I buy an Adam Hughes cover blind.
He probably hasn't. That's true. He probably hasn't drawn it yet. But you're right. Blind buy is safe.
Oh, Micronauts.
Passmill edition. You need that.
Of course.
And ROM number 1. Spider-Gwen Annual number 1.
What's going on? Oh, yeah.
The ballerina cover. Yeah.
No, fighting Arctic Fox in the contest of chaos. Oh, I did read. What did I read? Freaking the Scarlet Witch Annual.
How was that?
It's supposed to be setting up this contest of chaos.
Oh, the one that's going through all the annuals. Yeah.
I think Agatha Harkness shows up there.
I mean, that's what these two are. Venom Annual and X-Men Annual. These are all the contest of chaos ones. Was it any good or?
It's okay. I think Agatha Harkness showed up there. She's young again, and she's trying to kind of befriend, I guess, what's her name? Scarlet Witch.
Okay. This is the start of the event in this one?
Yeah, because I guess the big deal is that Scarlet Witch is, I don't know, eating the freaking Darkholder. She's taking the Darkhold internally. And all the magic people, everybody believes that now that she has the Darkhold in her, she's vulnerable because she has to focus too much energy onto containing the Darkhold.
Okay.
And then Agatha Harkness comes in there to show up and just, hey, make sure she's okay. Kind of comes in as a friend, but she seems to be an enemy. I guess that's her jam anyways.
Okay, so it wasn't bad.
It wasn't too bad. Yeah, like it's
so I mean, like anyways, if you guys are into continuing the story, it is going to go throughout all these annuals this month. Venom, X-Men.
Yeah, like Avengers. I don't know how like it didn't really set this up, but it's involved somehow.
It seems like it's a weekly annual event going throughout this month.
Yeah, I'm going for a few of the annuals when they have some characters that I like fighting each other.
Right. Amazing Spider-Man at 33. That's a good cover.
That
That's
is a good
interesting.
cover.
Yeah, yeah. And you got Patrick Gleason on art now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice. Spider's First Hunt. You got Craven coming. Yeah, he has a movie coming out soon or something on TV.
Well,
I don't
yeah, I push him. Why not? I don't mind.
This one, Amazing Spider-Man 34, also Patrick Gleason.
That is a freaking awesome cover.
This one is both the Ramitas.
Cover.
R.I.P. once again. Also,
Yeah.
guys, we never actually mentioned this last week when it happened, but John Romita Sr., you know, I got to tip her hat to one of the last true legends of honestly, like of an era. Like I think he was 93 years old, of the originals, the people that created a lot of these people, these characters that we love today. He's one of them. And this is, I guess, him and his son on this cover. I guess this is both of the Ramitas. This looks great. I think I'm going to pick up this one. It's a regular. This is cool too, though. I mean, this is
a Gleason cover. The A cover.
no? This one I think is the Gleason cover. Yeah, this is the Gleason cover. This is John Romita, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Yeah, this is John
Wow.
Romita. You can tell this is John Romita here. It's JR. And this is both of them. This is John Romita Jr. and Senior. I think they probably just put some of their art together here, but looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're buying Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, you guys know that already. Spider-Man India 4 or 5. No. Silk. No. Red Goblin. No. Cult of Carnage. Misery. No.
I'm not reading it, but I hear there's some good things going on.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Cult of Carnage. Miles Morales. Spider-Man number 10. No. Go watch the new Spider-Verse movie, though, guys. It's really
I know.
great.
I feel like I should be reading this Miles Morales stuff.
It started off strong, and then I think there was a couple of bum issues that we read, and we were kind of like, I know. Maybe I'll revisit it. I don't know. I do like Miles. There was a couple issues I didn't like there.
Yeah.
X-Men Days of Future Past. Doomsday. No. Storm. No. Magneto. No. Deadpool. Batter Blood. No.
I think I should read. Oh, no.
Rob Liefeld. Yeah. Captain
Marvel.
Marvel.
I got to take a look at these ones. See Liefeld's going crazy inside there.
Yeah, he is trying it apparently. Could be. Yeah. Captain Marvel, Dark Tempest, number 3. No. Loki, no. Oh, Bullseye. What the fuck is he doing on the cover? Okay. Alligator Loki. No, if I'm not getting regular Loki, I don't think I'm getting Alligator Loki, but okay.
I don't know.
Marvel Unleashed 204. Yeah.
He's be crossing over with Unleashed.
He probably will. I'm in for this, though. Yeah.
I don't mind this Throg.
Yeah, I like Throg. He's awesome. What If Dark Carnage number 1. I'm going to be reading these online digitally. I like a good What If. That looks like the 90s Carnage right there. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Incredible Hulk number 4. I'm going to continue reading this online. Ooh, this is the Man Thing issue. There you go. The Man Thing. What do you got here? Avengers number 5. Yes. Oh, that's a good cover, actually. I like that one. This one. It's good. Blade number 3. No. Black Panther 4, no. Guardians of the Galaxy 6, no. Scarlet Witch 8, no. Moon Knight, City of the Dead, no. Moon Knight, no. Strange Academy, Moon Knight number 1, no.
There's a few of them coming up.
I know, I'm out on all these.
I think it's Miles, Moon Knight, and somebody else.
I mean, Strange Academy, it's not written by Scotty Young. It's like these one shots. I'm out. That series is done. I
can read them online if something good's going on. Who knows? But
Fantastic Four 11.
I might get that freaking Johnny Storm cover.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still so on the fence about this series. Doctor Strange number 7. Yes. Meet General Strange. I don't know what that's all about, but I like this series. This is a great series. And I think we're just getting the Star Wars fucking, all that territory, Alien, all that shit. All right, that's it. That's going to do it for the solicits that we're going to look over this week, guys. Actually, a lot of really cool new stuff, actually. I'm excited for some of these things. There's a few new books I felt like we both were interested in, both solicits. It's been a couple of months since we felt that way, I feel like. We're like, yeah, this is worth it. So, yeah, no. Some good stuff. Some good stuff coming up. All right, that's going to do it in terms of our solicits this week, guys. What are you reading next week, Chris?
Next week, let me bring up the magic list here. Not a big list. I'll probably be reading She-Hulk 14, buying Amazing Spider-Man 28, buying Thor 35, buying Action Comics 1056, and buying Harley Quinn 31. And that's it. Maybe there's a couple other stuff I might read out there, but I don't think it's a very big week.
No, it's not a big week for me, like actual pickups. I'm picking up Harley Quinn 31, Amazing Spider-Man 28. A lot of the books that Chris just said. Oh, I got Red Room Crypto Killers number 2. That comes out next week. You got TMNT Usagi Yojimbo Where When number 4. Been loving that series. You got Thor 35 with the
Could be the last one for Thor. I think.
yeah, with the
Oh, no.
Daniel Warren Johnson variant cover. Looks awesome. Vanish number 8, which we just found out that
Ooh,
Cates is no longer writing. Yeah, Stegman's writing it. World Tree number 3, which has been decent so far. And that's it for physical releases. There are going to be some things I'll read digitally. I don't have that prepared, though. So, yeah, stay tuned on that next week. But that's it for next week. Not too bad. Our favorite book of the week, Chris. Give it up.
Fucking shittiest comic ever.
Just so I don't.
The shittiest character. Sorry, it's a great comic.
Chris, the fact that you're giving it your favorite of the week, I'm glad you are, because I can go the other direction on this one, because I wanted to give it to Nightwing just for the, like you said, the gimmick alone, or the approach
But
that
even
they
the
took
cover,
on this
like, the
issue.
cover,
I know it's
like
so,
you got to buy this cover. Like you want to buy the A cover. It's not like this was the C or D cover. It's just a perfect cover for a perfect issue.
No, I can't. I got to give it to Nightwing too. I got to. You know how much I love this book. This was so fucking good, though. I was going to give it to Ultimate Invasion because this is the better of the two stories. This story is nothing, like Chris said, but for the concept alone, you have to give it to it this week, because you're not seeing this on a regular week of comics. It's a standout. Go pick up this book now if you haven't read this. You can just read this issue. You don't need to have read anything before it. You need to get this issue. This is so fucking cool what they did in this issue. I know. I was just like, well, Chris gave it to it, so maybe I'll go the opposite direction. But that's not, like I said, I was almost going to make the excuse for Ultimate Invasion because I'm like, this is the better of the stories. This was great. Honestly, in any other fucking week, if this book didn't come out, you didn't do a concept like this would have been my favorite of the week this week. Great fucking debut issue. I'm so excited for the next one. But yeah, I got to give it up to Nightwing for concept alone. I just
don't know what they're going to do next. Now they're building a reputation.
I know.
Of kind of pushing the bound, like you said, that single panel one.
Yes.
Now they have this.
What will they do next?
Yeah, what are they going to do next?
I don't know, but I'm here for it. I think it's been a great series. It continues to be a great series, and Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo are changing the game. It looks like, man, they're fucking stepping up their game, Chris.
They're stepping up their game. I don't know if they're changing it.
All right. Well, that being said, guys, thank you for tuning in as always. Chris, thank you for joining me in person here. Yeah, it's a good time as always. So we have a good time doing this, guys. Make sure you're subscribed and you like it and all that good stuff. And we'll see you here next week, as always.
That's it.
Later, guys.
Later.